I've never actually listened to a JPEGMAFIA project, let alone a track. This is my first experience with JPEGMAFIA. I guess you can, I mean, I've seen him physically, I've seen his physical appearance, you know, he's kind of just different, you know, he's not your regular artist, I guess you can say, you know, he has a bit of a weirdness to him, but I've never actually taken a listen to his music. I know the Fantanos and the Tabs, they love him, they, you know, that's their element right there, they definitely love that shit, but for me, I just never really gave him a chance. After today, I gotta give you guys another apology because listening to tracks after, because I waited, I didn't listen to the first 6 tracks because I wanted to make this a video. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about JPEGMAFIA, so I saved the first 6 tracks for you guys, but listening to the rest of the album, you know, the rest of the 12 tracks on here, I gotta say, man, that was an amazing experience. I'll get into it towards the end of the review, just to give my opinions on the album, but I must say, man, if I was to name an album that could, you know, explain who I am today in the last 2 to 3 years, I would say is this album right here, because I really believe you know, the album is just kind of is who I am nowadays. You know, a lot of gaming sounds, a lot of gaming references in there. You know, had a lot of wrestling references in there as well from the early Attitude Era, which I love. I don't know how you guys love watching wrestling now. You know, just a lot of really fun, a lot of really weird, just kind of not really giving a fuck who you are. You're not part of the norm of society. I mean, the older I get, I feel like I still am a big kid at the end of the day. I know that sounds stupid. I know you guys are probably gonna say, grow the fuck up, Dev, grow the fuck up, Dev. Well, guess what? I fucking can't, all right? This is who the fuck I am, all right? I don't know why. At this point in my life, I'm really just accepting. I'm just really just letting shit happen for what it is, you know? If I'm gonna be like this, this is who I am, this is my personality, it's not gonna change. I can't really change. I've been like this for the last 28 years. Or 27, 26 years, I guess you can say, because I wasn't really like this. Oh, I was like this when I was a kid. But anyways, 20 plus years, 2+ decades, I've been the same person. I've never changed, and I don't think I'm really going to change as I grow up either. Just going to be a playful, fun guy who has temper tantrums at times and who's always going to be a comedian. I mean, that's just who I am. I'm a big ball of energy. So I feel like this album really represented me in that aspect. I'm going to explain it later. But for now, let's get right into the album. Y'all see the new, y'all see the new vinyl. Thank y'all for the 3K likes. Every time we get 3K likes, we will get a new vinyl on the wall. Put in the comment box below, hashtag what's that vinyl. But, like always, man, been fucking talking too much, man. We got, All Heroes Are Cornballs. Yeah, All My Heroes Are Cornballs. I got the name right this time, by JPEGMAFIA. Y'all ready? Alright, man, the first track is Jesus Forgive Me. I'm a Thought. Right? The title tracks alone, you know, kind of just had me. It was like, what am I getting myself into, bro? Hey, I know y'all don't know about this, a lot about this, man. Look, I used to stay up. Let me tell y'all a story. I know I've been fucking talking too much, but just hear the story. Hear the story, and I promise I won't talk a lot. Okay, I kind of promise I won't talk a lot after this, but look, me growing up, this is kind of give you guys my childhood. I used to sneak out the room. We used to have regular cable. There was no Verizon. There was none of all that bullshit. We had regular cable. We had UPN. We had USA Network, because that's what Raw used to come on. SmackDown used to come on UPN. You know, I'm not lying. You know, I'm not, exactly. If you guys from OGs, you guys know. So SmackDown would come on Thursdays, SmackDown Thursdays, and we had Monday Night Raw. Sometimes we had Sunday Night Heat as well. Sunday Night Heat was kind of bleh. But we had Monday Night Raws, Thursday Night SmackDown, UPN, USA Network. And I used to always say this. I don't know why this song was in my head, but it always would come. You think you know me, you know me. You think you know me. That alone made me love JPEGMAFIA, because if you don't know where that's from, man, that's from Edge. That's Edge's intro. Edge and Christian, if you guys know Edge and Christian. Edge used to always wear the glasses. He had the real tight tights. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he would always use a spear. I don't know why. Edge was a heel. I believe he was a heel. And probably one of the greatest heels of all time, I guess you can say. But Edge always had that theme song, and I literally still to this day walk around and always say, you think you know me, you know me, you think you know me. And it's just funny when you really think about it, man, because it's like, yo, this cat really loved wrestling, because to have Edge's intro in your album 5 times in a row, he definitely gotta love wrestling, man. Hands down, he definitely gotta love wrestling.
5, but I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm still alive. Pray that I end up like Charlie's Third. I'm so confused, I ain't hard to find. I push you prominent, I was anonymous. I've been in front of you every time. This ain't a bridge, it's a kind of crowd. I put my soul in a Harry Potter. Up and down, clarity. Nigga, these bullets get into the clip and go into the kimber and hit your spine. Ready, this is a sign. Pray you real healthy and hit your prime. Show me where the profits go. Me how to keep my pussy close. She said, you better.
I mean, you know, like, look, the album cover was already eccentric in itself. I don't even know what kind of outfit this nigga got on, bro, but it's working for him. I feel like, you know, when it comes for me, when I was listening to this album, you know, there's a lot of people in this world now that try to be weird. You know, they try to be different, and it doesn't really work out. You can see through that facade, man. I just don't get it. I mean, look, you're weird or you're not. I mean, I don't know why people think it's a cool thing to, like, try to be something you're not, because that's just not you. At the end of the day, when you're yourself and you're completely yourself, and then that's what you give people, then that's when people kind of accept you and it's just like, yo, this is who Devin is, or this is who John is, or this is who Billy is, or this is who Daquan is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why try to be different just to get some popularity? I feel like this dude JPEGMAFIA, he's really just sick in the mind. Like, you know, like, it is what it is. He's sick in the head. And it's okay, though, because I'm really if there's one thing I could take from this album, from what I've already listened to, man, from those tracks, man, the production was out of this world, bro. Like, I don't understand. Look, you got to be a risk taker in music to go out the norm, to go into some other shit, to some deep reality or some other universe. You got to be some type of psycho in the head, and you just got to just put sounds together and just like, you know what, maybe this might sound good together. If there's one thing I can appreciate from JPEGMAFIA, it's just the way that he had some of the gaming sounds from the PS4. You know, he had a couple of the Zelda rupees. Zelda, when you open the secret stage, you can hear in the transitions towards the end of the tracks. I was digging that shit. I know a lot of y'all probably might not like that. I know a lot of you guys that love rap music definitely won't like shit like this, because it is not your normal trap 808 background sound. It's not that. So I can kind of see on both sides now, where you get the artsy hipster people, I guess you can say, that are going to love this shit just because it's so different. But then when you get the common people, I guess I don't want to be, that's kind of rude, common people, but you get the normies, I guess you could say. They won't really relate to this shit because it's not the norm what they hear every day. You know what I'm saying? This is something that is, you know, it's artistic, I guess you could say, in a sense. Not saying it's great or good, but artisticness is always going to open, you know, another eye, open different eyes. That's what I look at it as. So it's kind of just like, man, I like what JPEGMAFIA did, man. He took a risk and it really played out for me. We still got 5 tracks left to go. Let me stop ranting. Track 2. Come on, man. Keenan versus Kel. Come on, man. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. I do. Ooh. You think you know me, you know me.
Big speech, cause when I'm rolling, pressing a speech. And if you sending the Marios to defend me, you better make sure to break all the Grammys, kill all the winners.
Said, send all the Marios to defend me. You see what I'm saying right there? Another game reference.
I don't know.
I came back with that Jackson Daxter. Ooh, if you know about the Jack Daxter, boy, the precursor orb hunt, boy, I fucking hated that shit.
You think you know me?
Hey, I was dying, bro. Like, it's still killing me because he still hit me with the "you think you know me, you know me." I don't know who the original artist is. I know I'm disrespecting because that is not literally Edge's song. It's just his entrance theme song. I don't know who the original artist is. Get in the comments below. Name it, please. Give me that information. I'm not aware of it, but I just know it as Edge's intro theme, and I know this man watches wrestling, so it's just funny how he has that. You know, like a lot of it's crazy because we're the same age. I just looked him up while I was here. Yeah, I can still listen to Brockhampton fans, motherfuckers, bro. Like, anyways, I was typing and you know, I looked up at how old is he. He's 29 years old. He's about to be 30 in October. So happy early birthday. And it's kind of crazy. We're around the same age, so it makes sense where he has a lot of this shit that really relates to me. You know, Keenan versus Kel, all the fucking Zelda sounds. You guys know I have Navi. I used to have Navi in my intro. I probably might bring her back, but I had Navi in my intro from time to time. You know, he has a track on here, Grimy Waifu. You know, he watches anime, which is really crazy. You know, he had the PlayStation sound in, I forget which track that was. I believe that was in All My Heroes Are Cornballs, or at the end of Rap Grow Old, No Child Left Behind. I believe it was in that track. Actually, come to think about it, I would believe it was in Post Verified Lifestyle. But it's just like, I can relate to this man. I mean, my wardrobe might not be as, you know, out of this world as his, but, you know, with the attitude, I feel like I can feel him through his music, man. We are literally the same person. It's kind of just like, you know, look, us being the same age, damn near basically, we are kind of the same. We're born in the same era, just on the different side of the block, I guess you could say like that. I always explain to you guys about that. Track 3. Beta male strategies. Beta male strategies?
Alright, don't get exposed, nigga. Keep cold, nigga. Only in it for the cash and my gold. Ain't no conversations. Ain't no real money rap. It's all retail. It's all.
That's not supposed to sound good.
I hope they get me canceled.
Oh, he brought it back. He brought it back. Like, you know what's crazy, man? I feel like this whole album is literally just it's one big whole track from start to finish. I know he has a lot of transitions going on at the end of the track, like you can hear it's going like, his transition game is on point. One song is definitely not going to finish how it started. We're always going to get something different. So I like that about JPEGMAFIA. But it feels like each track is just doing its own thing. It kind of just sounds like he's freestyling. You know, kind of how DJs when they're playing different songs and they just do their thing on the turntable. I couldn't think what I was gonna say. But they do their thing on the turntable. And I feel like this is the same shit right here, man. It's just different sounds coming together. Like some of these sounds that he has in these tracks, they're not supposed to come together. Like they're really not supposed to sound good. But for some reason, you just catch yourself. I can't be the only one feeling like this. You sit here and you catch yourself. You just like this shit, man, them sound, what the fuck is these sounds? But your head bopping like, hey, Dev, this shit fire though. You're right. It's like that one meme. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, you know what I'm talking about? The one little white girl. You know what I'm saying? But what a great track, man. Beta male strategies, man. Let me put that on my playlist. Like, I like the. That's my favorite shit on that shit, bro. I fuck with that. Track 4, JPEGMAFIA beat. If you only listen to rap music, you only listen to rap albums, you don't listen to other genres, then you definitely aren't going to like this album. I mean, that's hands down. This shit is weird as fuck, but weird as fuck in a great way. I mean, I like it. And it's just, I need to know one thing, man. Is JPEGMAFIA the producer? Get in the comments below and let me know, answer that question. Is he the producer of this whole album, or does he have help? Because it's so crazy that if he's doing this by himself and creating all these different sounds and putting them together, that's amazing by itself. Fuck what he's saying, to be honest. The production alone is what's carrying his album. Not saying that he's not saying, he got some bars in there. It's just some shit that you actually got to relate to when you're really listening to it. And I explained it when I said early in the video, when I said he's on the other side of the hood. He grew up on the other side of the hood. And I'll explain that in a minute. But it's just tracks like that where I love how he's putting all these sounds together, and it's kind of just like it's fucking working, man. Like, how is some shit that's going against the grain, is not supposed to work? That's like having backwards waves. That's like brushing your hair backwards against the grain and saying, I'm about to get these 360 waves. And somehow you get backwards 360 waves. I don't think nobody could get backwards 360 waves. Get in the comments below and let me know if you got backwards 360 waves, because I don't think that can actually happen. Track 5, Grimy Waifu. This is the track I actually been waiting for. some Final Fantasy shit right there. You cannot tell me that's not for Final Fantasy. Somebody get me that Tifa Lockhart waifu vibes. Y'all know about that's my waifu right there. Tifa Lockhart. If we being trill about this shit. I mean, I'm always real with y'all. I got a little waifu. That's not some shit I brag about, but I got a waifu. You know what I'm saying? Tifa Lockhart. Get in the comments below. Hashtag your waifu. Give me your hashtag waifu name. I want to hear them. Come on, man. I know y'all, a lot of y'all, there's some nerves too. Give it to me.
Take these bullets from me, that's my grimy waifu. Music biz don't get no pat on the back. Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up. Whoa, pack it up, pack it up. Whoa, hold on.
See what I'm saying? It's like you're just in this universe and the songs just continue on. It's just like a never-ending song. That song did not disappoint, man. It's definitely going on my Apple Music playlist. You want my Apple Music playlist? You already know what to do. $1 to the Patreon, $2 for the Spotify. Go ahead and support the boy. $1 and a dream. Got that out the way. But I'm just saying, man, like this track right here, Grimy Waifu. I wanted to hear this track because, look, if you don't know what a waifu is, then you don't know what a waifu is. You're not a part of that culture. I get it. I mean, is this something kind of like I say when people watch anime? I understand a lot of people. Anime is the cool thing to do now. I really don't understand it, and I'm not trying to push. I'm not saying like I'm pushing people away to watch anime, but anime is literally the cool thing to do now. A lot of people used to literally like slash niggas for watching anime, saying you're weird, and girls just say it too, saying you're weird, saying you're this, saying you're that. Shit, now everybody watching that shit. Now everybody's like, oh, what is this about? Everybody, oh, watch Naruto. You got motherfucking Meg Thee Stallion out there dressing like Todoroki and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I really, it's just funny how now the anime culture is kind of just dwelling with hip hop because Denzel Curry is another artist that did it a lot that I loved. Kind of just brought that in there. It's just funny, man, that like I wouldn't say because a lot of people, when you say follow trends, I wouldn't say follow trends. It's not really following a trend. When you're curious about something, you want to take a peek, you're curious. I give you that. But there's actually people that really do. I really do give it. I'm not making sense right now, but because my mind's literally just going crazy right now. My ADHD is just kicking in. I can't think. But it's just like people really want to be part of the crowd. So like, yeah, I've been watching anime. I hate when people go out their way to try to prove something that they don't know about. If you watch anime, cool. And if you don't, cool. I mean, it's just funny to me when I really think about it. But this track right here, Grimy Waifu, I really wanted to see what he was about, what he was going to get on this. I feel like there was going to be a lot of, anime sounds, a lot of that sad music. It definitely had. It could have been Final Fantasy, it could have been Naruto, it could have been Rurouni Kenshin, it could have been Reboot. Could have been Yu Yu Hakusho. Could have been Ronin Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been any one of those animes that sound right there. It definitely sounded shit. Attack on Titan. Whatever y'all watch out there. Demon Slayer. You know what I'm saying? My Hero Academia. Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Kai. Whatever. Dragon Ball. Whichever one y'all watch. I'm just saying. Like, it's just, with the title alone, I felt like it was going to be something that was going to be in that area and having, that sound. And it exactly was that. Added to my playlist. And the last track before I give my review, PTSD.
You think you feel me? Young slut from the bottom of the East Coast. Get the bookie and the money in the mattress. Boom talking niggas like Trish Stratus. Don't stop.
He say boobs talking like Trish Stratus. And that cements it right there. He watches wrestling. Because you gonna have Edge's intro and then mention Trish Stratus? This nigga used to watch wrestling. Scotty 2 Hotty, all them boys, you know what I'm saying? D'Lo Brown. Back in the day. Gold dust. My shit, what?
Cops! All that bullshit. And when I hit you, nigga, dead, nigga. And when I hit you, nigga, don't be. Gonna pack another blow. That's what I'm gonna do today. Yeah.
I laugh, man, because I always tell you, man, when I say growing up in the other side of the hood, this is what I mean by it. That track right there is actually really funny, though. Like, I don't smoke no more, so the end of the track, you used to smoke, but it's just funny at the end of the track when you listen to it, it's kind of just like, damn. And, like the like, it's that sounded really eerie, but you get so caught up in the production that you just forget actually what he's really just saying. I'm not saying that he's not a bad MC, but he threw the Trish Stratus line in there. I kind of laughed because it now just maybe it comes all together now because he watches wrestling. I can now confirm that, there's no reason why we have fucking You Think You Know Me and fucking Trish Stratus. You know, like he watches wrestling. He's from that era, and I get it. That's why I feel like I just connected to this album so much. Like it just thinking about all the shit he was kind of talking about. Now what's really crazy is when I'm explaining what I meant by the other side of the hood, because I always tell people, man, back in the day when you were listening to music and you grew up in that environment, you got fucking like you got looked at differently if you were listening to rock music, you were listening to country music, you were listening. I know it's literally all about your environment. I mean, it could go the same way too. Back in the days when suburban kids or whatever was listening to rap music, talking about pop, 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 I want to kill you. I feel like it was always like that back in the day with music. You know, it was always a stereotype towards music. Who was listening to what kind of people were listening to what. It was a stereotype. So when you were in the hood, if you were this type of dude, JPEG Mafia, that shit would not fly by 20 years ago. It would definitely be kind of different. And there was a lot of kids that definitely grew up differently. That's why I loved artists like Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco gave me that opening to kind of just be this weird kid, just be this nerd and be myself listening to rap music. And you can still be a rapper. You can still be part of this, you know what I'm saying, community. That's why I loved Lupe Fiasco. That's what he changed for me, because Lupe was kind of just that guy. He was kind of just that nerdy, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, lyrical rapper that everybody respected. Right here, JPEG Mafia is another, like, he's just talking about a lot of shit that not a lot of rappers nowadays are talking about. He is a rapper. All right? He's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He may have a lot of sounds that aren't in the norm, but at the end of the day, he is a rapper. He's just not your typical rapper. I loved everything about this album. This was definitely something different. It was a risk that was taken, and it worked out for him. It paid off. Like, I'm a sucker for sounds. I'm a sucker for production. I'm going to love production. Also, I'm a sucker for anime. I'm a sucker for being nerdy shit. I'm a sucker for all that video game shit. I love that shit. Having that in there is like a 1 + 1 = 4. Quick math. We know that. I can understand though why a lot of people might not like this album. Why am I talking like that? I understand why a lot of you guys that love traditional hip hop and rap will not love some shit like this, because at the end of the day, you really have to just kind of think. I mean, I could kind of blame this on Kid Cudi, because Kid Cudi is a person that I listen to where I kind of just learned to listen to these spacey sounds, these really like mellow, drawn out notes, I guess you can call them. It's kind of just like, it's a different type of atmosphere you in. I guess you can also blame it on the drugs too. You know, me being a previous drug user, kind of just like enjoying the out of element, out of body sync. Because when you do drugs, man, music hits you differently. I can't really explain it. That's just something you have to experience on your own. JPEG Mafia is the embodiment of what those sounds do to you when you're on the drugs.
You know what?
Tracks like No Child Left Behind, also Post-Verified Lifestyle, having those, you know, PS4 sounds. You know, that track right there, No Child Left Behind, having the Zelda when you open a new door and or you can even say when the rupees hit. That's something that you actually have to just like. You know, you have to like classical production from those Japanese dudes that do video game music. I don't know who does it, but they I don't know why the composers of video games, they should literally make albums, because I would probably buy if I could get Donkey Kong Country 2 on vinyl, I would get it on vinyl. Like, that's dead ass. That's just who I am. That's just what I like. If I can get Super Mario World on vinyl, I would get Super Mario World on vinyl, because that soundtrack, those sounds are amazing. I feel like JPEG Mafia would agree with me. I think the whole theme of this album, all my heroes are cornballs. Like, I never understood that either, man. You get a lot of people that get in my comment section, especially when I listen to artists like Playboi Carti. I listen to artists like Young Thug, even though I love Young Thug. You get artists where I listen to, like, I'm trying to think another, like Eminem. And it's ironically Eminem, because I don't get it. But a lot of people like to call me cornball. They like to call me a cornball. I want to really know what's the definition of a cornball. Because I guarantee you that in my lifetime, I've probably got more pussy than all of y'all. Straight up. Straight up. So I really don't understand. If I'm a cornball, I mean, I guess I'm doing right. I'll be a cornball. I'm cool being a cornball. Keep sleeping on me. I like being a cornball. I'm growing on YouTube. I'm doing my thing. I just don't really understand what is the definition of a cornball. Like, lame, Like, what is it? Like, please explain that to me, because at the end of the day, we are all weird and cornballs in our own different ways. I mean, that's how I really look at it. But when you get into the titles, right, it's just like you really think about all heroes are cornball, like Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi been making the hum music. This nigga hums on the motherfucking album, and everybody loves that shit. That shit is like sexual. It's like Kid Cudi hums for like 20 minutes, and we can all just be like, the nigga humming. At the end of the day, we just kind of accept that shit. And JPEGMAFIA kind of here just, Jesus forgive me, I am a thought. Beta male strategies. Life's hard. Here's a song about sorrow. Post verified lifestyle, which I will talk about in a minute. Basic bitch tear gas. Buttermilk Jesus type beat. What? Like, the name of these titles are so eccentric, but they fit so well because of the sounds that go after the tracks. It's just like, okay, you thought the track title was going to be crazy. Wait till you hear what he puts on this shit. It's not supposed to go together. Like, these sounds are just like different type of shits that, like, you know what? Let's just put here. It's kind of just like when you put hot sauce in the macaroni and cheese. Let's throw some pepper in that bitch. Blah, paprika, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's just try it. At the end of the day, let's make some hot food. 420 munchies. If you guys go to Gainesville, UF, 420 munchies. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like that. Let's put it all together. Let's put it in our mouth. Pause. And let's go see if it's work out. And it works out, man. I love the tracks. Like, I want to say post-verified lifestyle. When you think about it, he talked about this right here. Post-verified lifestyle. Like, it's kind of being saying life after the fame. It's kind of like JPEG was in this room and then he was just surrounded. Like, you know when you ever seen those videos where you're just you're the one person in the middle and you're surrounded by 10 million people and you really just are just by yourself. You're just alone, kind of surrounded but yet alone. You're just really immersed in your own energy. You're not really just worried about anybody or affected by anybody. I felt like that's what that track is. Post-verified lifestyle. I'm famous but I'm still alone. I'm not really worried about anything. You can even hear it. Like, I can't believe I listened to a track where the production was so good. I listened to this man for about 45 seconds order a double cheeseburger. I forget which track that was, but he ordered a double cheeseburger, and yeah, he was just ordering it, but it sounded so lovely. It was like, damn, order that motherfucking cheeseburger, my guy. Like, I was like, damn. All in all, man, I'm just saying, man, this man had an amazing album. It definitely caught me by surprise because this is my first time listening to the guy. I did not want to go through 18 tracks, which I do regret, because I didn't want to kind of just shame him for 18 tracks, something I did before. I'm not going to say no name. I kind of just wanted to say the first 6 tracks. Both of them had the stars on them, and I wanted to just give my opinion on the album. But I definitely love this, man. I apologize for not listening to JPEGMAFIA earlier, man. He is weird in his own way, but it's definitely coming off very, very natural. This is who he is. You know, he's not really trying to be fake. And I'm really loving, you know, the energy that he was giving us in every track. I love the production. If he is producing this whole thing by himself, that is one amazing man right there. Some of the wordplay kind of caught me off guard. Some of the titles also caught me off guard. But nonetheless, man, it's just fire. It's just, I love production. I love what he did on these tracks. I love how it all comes together in one, literally from start to finish. It's a one big track. Even though he had a lot of transition there, which I definitely liked because it gave the each track a flavor. It gave it something to look forward to. Yeah, I got a little repetitive because you expected each track to have a transition, but it still gave every track some new life, you know, after you heard the first half and you really didn't know what to go to. And that's what I really loved about it. We didn't know what we were going to get. We were going into we were going to each track with our head cut off. We really didn't know what we were getting. I forgot to name my favorite track on here, which is Free the Fred. If it's good, then it's good. Break it down. This shit is out of my head. I put it on my Apple Music playlist and I put it on my Spotify. I gotta put it on my Spotify. But get in the comments below. Let me know what was your favorite track from the album. Let me know which track you disliked. I'm pretty sure there's some tracks that people will dislike. There's a lot of tracks actually if you like pure hip hop that you will dislike. But like I said, man, the album isn't necessarily bad. It's just different for the rap. The pure rap heads. It's just different. For me, I definitely loved it, man. This is something that I'm going to probably get a vinyl for, man. I definitely love what we had here. I gotta listen to it a couple more times. Grow on me. But all my heroes are cornballs. JPEGMAFIA is being an ambassador for the weird kids of 2019. You know, not even saying next 2019. Basically, the same kids as me, or same people, same dudes as me, or people. What I just said the same thing. Growing up like me, you know, in a weird way, and just kind of embracing that weirdness, just letting it kind of just happen. It is what it is. So with that being said, man, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. Always, man, thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for subscribing. Get the video at 3,000 likes. I get a new vinyl on the wall. Get the wall filled up so y'all can stop bitching about it. And till next time, man. It's been your boy Dev. Thank y'all for supporting like always. We out. Peace.